Hello and welcome to the SM Astro channel. In this video, we shall talk about the transit of Venus in the Capricorn sign. Venus is going to be transiting in the Capricorn sign on 2nd of December 2024 and will remain here till 27th of December. During this period, it will be in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra till 10th of December, and then from 11th of December till 22nd of December, approximately 10:20-25 pm, it will be in Shravan Nakshatra, and then it will transit into Dhanishta Nakshatra, all of this in the Capricorn sign. Let us understand the impact of this transit for each ascendant and sign. For Aries ascendant and Aries moon sign, your 2nd house and 7th house lord is transiting in your 10th house. This will be very good for partnership, any kind of partnership business, any kind of self business that you are involved in. It is also very good for wealth generation from your profession, from your career. Your 2nd house lord is making connection with the 10th house. Therefore, it is very good for making earnings through your career. Artists stand to gain a lot, especially during this transit when it is in Shravan and Dhanishta Nakshatra. Marriage can also be very good. There can be marriage prospects during this period. People who are involved in ancestral business can also gain a lot during this period. It is very imperative that you speak well during this period, especially in matters related to profession and relationships. It is also good for the career of your spouse. It is good for any kind of self-employment. If you are looking for new opportunities, it may also come along during this transit. But however, remember, your ascendant lord Mars is in debilitation and will also be retro. Therefore, do not go overboard. Do not take any unnecessary risks during this period. Listen to your spouse, especially when Venus is in Shravan Nakshatra. Listen to the advice of your spouse and it can benefit you a lot during this transit. For my Taurus friends, Taurus ascendants and Taurus moon sign, your ascendant lord and your 6th house lord is transiting in the 9th house. This is positive for in matters of fortune, luck, bhagya. Your ascendant lord is making direct connection with your 9th house. When this happens, it is always good for bhagya related matters. The luck favors you, the fortune is on your side. Now Venus is also your 6th house lord, which means the lord of your profession, your job is moving into the house of luck. Therefore, luck will favor you in matters of job, in matters of court cases. If you have been suffering from any kind of short-term diseases, you can look to get healed easily during this period. Now, this transit is also good for spiritual related and religious matters. It is good for any kind of religious tourism, dharmic activities. You want to conduct any pujas at home, this period can be very good for you. This is also very good for your father. There can be good benefits from long distance travels. There can be foreign related journeys as well. It is also good for higher learnings for students or people pursuing post graduation courses, people who are looking to learn about their religion, about their dharma. Venus is the Danav Guru, but a Guru nevertheless, and it is transiting into the house which represents religion and higher learning. So this is a good time for any kind of higher learning. Overall, this is a good period for you. For my Gemini friends, Venus is your 12th house and your 5th house lord and is transiting into the 8th house. Now this transit promises benefit from investments. If you have made any kind of long-term investment or looking to make any kind of long-term investment, then this transit is very beneficial for you. It is also good for matters of spirituality. Both the 12th house and the 8th house are factors of spirituality. Now the 12th house lord moving into the 8th house can give you some kind of interest in spirituality, occult sciences. You can derive pleasure from mysteries, watching mystery movies, watching stuff, extraterrestrial content like content on aliens and outer world things. All of this can interest you a lot. This is also good for mantra chanting. If you want to do any kind of mantra siddhi, then use this transit, use this period for mantra chanting, for chanting of any different kind of sattvic mantras that you want to chant, then this is a very good period. However, it is bad for your love relations. Your 5th house lord is moving into the 8th house. There can be some kind of scandal. There can be some kind of argument. Gossips behind your back, which can harm your relation. This is also a little bad for your children's health. You need to take care of your children's health. For women who are expecting, you need to be a little cautious during this period. For college students, you also need to be careful and concentrate more on your studies. This transit can also bring some kind of bad name and fame. Bad name to you, especially because there can be some kind of scandal involved. Therefore, it is very imperative that you do not indulge in any form of intoxications like alcohol or other substances of abuse. Try to keep a restraint on yourself. Eat healthy. You will have the tendency to consume a lot more of sugar food, lot more of bakery items. Keep a check on all of that. Otherwise, you will also end up spoiling your health during this period. Avoid any kind of long-term planning, especially till 16th of December, as your ascendant Lord Mercury is also retro during this period. Try to speak well. Try to speak well with others, and this is the way how you can handle the energy of Venus in your 8th house. For my Cancer friends, your 11th house and 4th house Lord is transiting into the 7th house. This is good for any kind of self-business, for partnership businesses, for improving your relations with your spouse. The 11th house is the house of wish fulfillment, and this Lord is transiting into the 7th house. Therefore, you can see an improvement in your relations with your spouse, with your business partners, and also improvement in overall profession. It is also good for your public image. If you want to improve your public image, set a new standard for yourself, then this is the period for it. You can also look to have a good time with your friend circle and your social network. There can be an expansion in your friend circle as well, and in an expansion of social network. It is good for investing assets, increasing assets. If you want to invest in any kind of fixed assets, then this is also a good period for that. There is bound to be an increase in passion and romance during this period. Use this transit to improve your relations with your spouse. Have a good time with them. Go for an outing. Take a break from work. Go for a holiday if you want to. There can be some excellent marriage proposals for bachelors during this period. Your spouse may, however, indulge in some kind of expenses on luxury items or on self, but it's okay to splurge once in a while. For my Leo friends, Leo ascendant and Leo sign, your 10th house and 3rd house Lord is transiting into the 6th house. Now this is the Maran Karak Sthan of Venus. Venus is not very comfortable over here. This Venus can bring some kind of disrepute to you. It is bad for your image, bad for your name and fame. There can be some issues with regard to finance as well. Venus is the natural significator of finance, and it is moving into the 6th house. In your case, Mercury is the lord of your income and wealth house and is also retro. Therefore, you need to keep an eye on your expenses, keep an eye on your loan. Do not be very optimistic and go overboard in applying loans during this period. Those of you who are looking for a new job, you can benefit from this time. You can expect good cordial relations with your co-workers during this period. You can also easily solve your day-to-day problems during this period. If you are, however, involved in matters related to court cases or financing, then this is a good time for your career. For my Leo friends, your efforts may not be as fruitful during this period as it were in the past. Your efforts may seem wasted, or you are not likely to get enough reward for the effort that you put in, but however, do not be disheartened. It will soon be recognized in the near future. For my Virgo friends, Your second house and ninth house lord is transiting into the fifth house. This is an excellent time for you. As per the Bhavat Bhavam Niyam, the ninth house is transiting into its Bhavat Bhavam house in the fifth house, which means it is excellent for your Bhagya, your good luck, your fortune. This will all be by your side. This is an excellent time for your wealth as well. Venus is your second house lord and is transiting in the fifth house. The fifth house is also the Lakshmi Sthan. Therefore, this time is very good for generation of wealth, for financial matters, for improving relations with your family. You can also improve your image with your speech, with your communication skills during this period. Your father's advice will especially benefit you, especially when Venus is in Shravan Nakshatra. During that period, this advice of father will benefit you. For more details on when the planet Venus is transiting into which nakshatra, please do watch the entire intro portion of this video. This is also excellent for any kind of love, romance, love affairs. If you are looking to convert your love relationship into a love marriage, again this is a very auspicious time for you. This is also a good time for parents. Your children will see good improvement. Your relations with your children will improve. Communicate a lot more with them. Teach them the values of life. Teach them the principles of life, and they are very much likely to listen to you during this period. There can also be some kind of religious tours during this period, which will also benefit you. This period is also good for mantra chanting. Venus is a Daitya Guru, but a Guru nevertheless, and it is transiting into the fifth house of mantras. If you want to do any kind of mantra siddhi, any kind of mantra chanting, then this is a good period for you. If you have been experiencing any stomach issues of late, then again you can expect some kind of healing during this period. This is also an excellent transit for artists. It is good also for both long-term travels and short-term travels during this period. Overall, this is an excellent time for you. For my Libra friends, Venus is your ascendant lord and your 8th house lord, and it is transiting into the 4th house. Now in the 4th house, Venus is extremely comfortable. Venus gets directional strength here. It clearly knows what it wants to do, what it wants to achieve. The energy has clear directional ability over in the 4th house. Now this is overall good for overall happiness in life, overall comforts in life. You can most likely also change the interior of your home or spend some money on the improvement of interiors of your home. Some of you may purchase a new vehicle or a new home or a new property during this period. There can also be some kind of modifications or renovations with regards to your vehicle or home during this period. It is overall also very good for your health because your ascendant lord is getting very strong. So any kind of short-term diseases that you have been battling with, you can expect some kind of healing during this period. This period is also good for overall spirituality. Venus is your 8th house lord and is transiting into the 4th house. Both are the houses of spirituality. Both are moksha houses. Therefore, this connection can give you some kind of interest into spirituality and divine talks. It is also good for matters of inheritance and benefits from insurance. You are likely to enjoy a good long drive during this period. You are likely to enjoy a good time at home, especially. Now debilitated Mars is transiting in your house of career and will soon also be retro. Your career will definitely see some kinds of ups and downs, but the positive thing for you is that you will experience comfort at home. You will feel relaxed at home during this period. Overall, this is an excellent time for you. For my Scorpio friends, Scorpio ascendant, Scorpio moon signs, your 7th and 12th house lord Venus is transiting into the 3rd house. There can be some conflicts with your partners and your spouse. Keep your communication very clear with them. Do not enter into any kind of unnecessary arguments during this period. Some of you may also feel that your efforts are being wasted. The Venus is your 12th house lord. The 12th house is the house of losses and is transiting into the 3rd house of efforts, which means some of your efforts may be wasted. You may not get the desired result of your effort that you put in, but do not worry, very soon you will be rewarded for the same. This transit is also not very good for your younger siblings. You may have a good time with them, you may party with them, you may go for a long drive with them, all that is fine, but your younger siblings need to keep an eye on their health during this period. The only benefit that I see for Scorpio ascendants during this transit is for artists. People who have interest in artists can benefit a lot during this period. You can also look to gain from your hobbies. You would also like to spend much more of your time during this transit in things that interest you, in things that really appeal to you. That is what you would like to spend your time in. Your focus will not be on your career, home, or relationships during this period, but your interest will be more on your hobbies, your skills, and your talents. There can be a lot more pleasure from hobby, but try to avoid any kind of temptations to indulge too much into intoxications like alcohol and other substances of abuse during this period. Your best remedy during this transit is to listen to your spouse, listen to the advice of your spouse if you are married, especially when Venus is in Shravan Nakshatra. There can be some kind of expenses on vehicle or home during this period. For my Sagittarius friends, your 6th and 11th house Lord Venus is transiting into the 2nd house. This is a good time for wealth generation. The 11th house is the house of income. The 2nd house is the house of wealth. Your income Lord is transiting into the house of wealth. Some of you can get promotions or salary increments during this period. For those of you involved in self-business, you can also see a rise in your profits during this period. This is overall a period of wish fulfillment for you. You can achieve most of your desires, you can fulfill most of your desires during this period. There can be family support as well. Your family will support your profession, your family will support whatever you want to do during this period. You will also seek pleasure from food and family during this period. However, keep an eye on your health, as indulging too much into sugar or bakery items can always harm your health, and this is what you will be tempted towards consuming a lot more of sugary foods, a lot more of bakery items, pastries, cakes, pizzas. All of that will appeal to you a lot. However, keep an eye on your health during this time. This is overall a period of financial stability as well. Only the negativity is keep a watchful eye on your eyes. Your eyes can experience some kind of problems during this period. For my Scorpio friends, your 5th and 10th house Lord is transiting into the 1st house. This is an excellent transit for your career. You will also seek pleasure from your career. Your mind will be focused on career. You will be more interested in your profession and career related matters. Other than that, you will be focused on your own personality. You will develop a good dressing sense during this period. You would like to dress up well before stepping out from home. Keep an eye on your personality. You would like to improve your personality. Some of you may also visit beauty parlors, etc., which is okay. And your focus, but mainly, will be on your career. This time can also be very good for your name and fame and improving your overall image in the society. This is also a good period for your children. Your children will also benefit a lot during this period. It is also a good period for matters related to love affairs and marriage. You are likely to find a very suitable match during this period. For those of you who want to convert your love relationship into a love marriage, again, this is a very good period for you. Artists also stand to gain a lot during this period. Those of you who are involved in ancestral business can also look to gain a lot during this period. Overall, this is a period of self-development for you and focusing on your career. For my Aquarius friends, your 4th and 9th house Lord is transiting into the 12th house. This is good for matters of long-term investment. There can be some long-distance travels or even a foreign travel during this period. For those of you who are looking for foreign settlement, again, this is the time when this can fructify for you. For those of you whose visas and other documents have been getting rejected by the government, try and apply during this period. You may get approval during this period. This is also a good time for spirituality. Your 4th house and 12th is transiting into the 12th house. Both are the houses of spirituality. It can give you a lot of interest in spirituality. You can look to learn a lot about all of these things. If you want to plan a long-term investment, again, this is a very good period for you. There can, however, be some expenses on luxury and self-indulgence. That means you may like to spend a bit on yourself during this period on luxury items. This, however, transit is not very good for your parents. Both your father and mother can experience some kind of health issues. Also, you yourself need to be very careful while driving during this time. This time is also not very good for artists unless you want to showcase your talent in foreign. There can be some change of home or vehicle for most of you. Your efforts are likely to be rewarded during this period, and this is also a good time for if you want to plan a startup or gains you want to gain from your yes. So if you want to make any gains from investments, again, this is a good time for you. For my Pisces friends, your 3rd and 8th house lord is transiting into the 11th house. There can be gains from investments and insurance. Overall, your 3rd and 8th house both represent transformation. This is a time for positive transformations in your life, be in matters of career, be in matters of relationships, be in matters of your relations with your spouse, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or or even your neighbors, your younger siblings. This is the time of positive transformations in those areas. This is also a good time to plan investments in startup, gain from long-term investments that you have made. There can be an expansion in your social network, your friend circle. There can be some positive transformations in this regard also. You're most likely to have a good time with your friends. You would be more interested in partying with them. However, keep an eye on your health. Do not indulge too much into intoxicants like alcohol or other substances of abuse. Otherwise, this can hamper your health very badly. Enjoy partying with them, but again, keep an eye on your health. Listen to the advice of your female friends, especially when Venus is transiting in the Shravan Nakshatra. If you want to know when Venus is transiting into various nakshatras, do listen to the intro part of this video completely. Overall, this is a good time. This is the time of partying and socializing for most of you. I hope you guys liked the video. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.